Hello there, Leo. Welcome to my channel. Victoria here, Radiant Moon Tarot. This is your money and career reading for November 2023. If you're new to my channel, hello and welcome to you. If you're returning, welcome back. I'm always grateful for your likes, shares, subscribes, all of your fantastic energy. Let's have a look at November. We do have a couple of things to note. Thank you very much. A couple of things. Middle of the month on the 13th, we've got a new moon in Scorpio. This can be very intense energy. This can also be a little bit of a competitive energy here as well. So you might find that people are like competing with you for something. Maybe they're competing for your attention. It could be that someone thinks that they are in competition with you. So like keeping up with the Joneses kind of thing. Maybe someone's looking at your situation and they might want what you have. This could be in the workplace, right, where somebody is trying to outshine you in some way. So it's just a little bit of a heads up there in that energy that we may have that going on. But the competitive energy can actually also really work to your advantage if you're looking to make some moves, looking to make some changes, right? This can really be where you feel compelled and confident, right, to compete for what it is that you want, especially for promotions and raises and new jobs and that kind of thing. Even if you're like looking to buy something, right, that might be in high demand, like a house, a car, maybe move to a new place that's a lease, right? You might have to compete with other people to get what you want, but this can be a relatively positive energy for you, especially with that new moon. So you might get what it is that you are working so hard for. But we may have some meddlesome people, just so you know, people who are, not minding their own business. So just be a little bit aware of that energy. Create some boundaries if you don't already have them, and stick to them. All right, very important. And then we've got a full moon in Gemini on the 27th. It's very interesting energy, very mystical. You might get some big ideas, but you could also be making some very firm decisions in that energy. Full moons do bring things full circle, right? End of a cycle, but they also can bring about endings. They can bring about healing, right? So fixing a situation perhaps, but they can also represent letting something go so that you can follow your dreams. We have the door to personal healing and happiness that's opening for you. So we do have doors opening for you if you've been feeling a little bit down, if you've been feeling a little bit rejected or neglected. This might be a big turning point for you in the month of November. So this is where we find peace, we find balance, we find harmony. If there's been issues at home, especially where money is concerned, right? If you do share money or resources, or you live with somebody, then, when money's tight, our problems really do come up full circle, right? They do come out in the open. When things are really good, sometimes we ignore things, right? So I feel like here that some of you have some money situation back on track, especially in regards to another person. I do also feel that for some of you, you have some changes going on in your personal life. And when we've got those changes going on with this particular energy coming in here, it's going to be beautiful for you. So let's say, right now you're a single income, you live alone, you have to pay your own rent, buy your own food, all of that. And maybe you do have a romantic partnership that is going to the next level. You might be getting engaged, moving in with your person, that kind of thing. And all of a sudden, boom, 2 incomes, right? It's all of a sudden like you've doubled your money without doing much of anything other than just pursuing love, right? So you could get some rewards that way. This door opening, you're stepping through the next chapter, the next phase of something here. So you might be moving to a new position, moving to a new company, moving to a new house, right? That kind of thing. Whatever it happens to be, right, this door is opening for you, and it brings in some wonderful positive vibes. And we've got the door to romance there as well. So yeah, there you go. So some of you really do have love and romance in the air, and this can very much have an impact on your money. Right? So your money, your living situation, all of that kind of thing. The romance energy can also be that someone is romancing you a little bit. And this is a positive way. It's not those meddlesome people trying to get up in your business. This can be where, you know, maybe someone tries to woo you to their company, woo you to their bank, that kind of thing. They're trying to, like, you know, romanticize the thing, right? And you just might get some rewards in that way. I mean, companies sometimes will dangle a lot of carrots in front of your face to try and get you to jump ship and join their team. So especially if you are very skilled in what you do, maybe you've got a lot of experience, you know, maybe you're expert on something in your field, that kind of thing. Some companies will go head over heels just to try and get you. So you could actually have some really good negotiating power. And that can be really wonderful. The door to romance is also about opening the doors to create something that you love. It is card number 33. Threes do represent creative energy. So maybe you're taking a creative approach to your money. You might have like a side business that you already have on the go. This can be where it expands. Or you might have an opportunity to expand it. The doors opening is like expansion there in that energy. So perhaps if you do have that side business, you know, whether it's something you create or whether it's like a consultation business or something like that, whatever it happens to be that you might have as a side gig, this is where you may gain some more traction, gain some more money, or gain some more clients, right? It is an expansion energy, and it does fill your heart with joy, right? So this is awesome energy. Some of you are also figuring out what you want to do. So if you've had some sort of idea in your head, this is a great month to try and get the ball rolling and to create those opportunities for yourself. We do have growth coming in here as well, card 33 and card 34. So moving forward, making the right moves. We've got growth here. We've got doors to opportunities opening up here, and we do have some wonderful high vibe energy for you. We have the Queen of Cups. There's your love in there. All right. We've got the Hanged Man. And we have the 10 of Wands. All right. We're going to pull all your cards and we'll go into them a little more. We've got the 7 of Wands. 6 of Wands. Wow. Lots of Wands energy coming out here for you guys. The Knight of Cups. All right. Okay. The High Priest in reverse. That's the Hierophant energy. The 9 of Wands. Oh, man. And we've got the Magician coming there as well. All right. So we've got King of Wands at the bottom of the deck. All right. So this can represent a really helpful person or somebody that is operating behind the scenes. They are in the upright, so they're a positive influence for you there. Okay. So this can be someone that gives you some motivation. This could be your own personal cheering squad. Okay. This can be a friend. This can be a business colleague, your boss even, or someone new in your life. The King of Wands is a person, is someone successful. They are very authoritative. Yes, thank you. They're very much in control. They know what they want and they go get it, right? So this can be your energy, right? Or somebody around you that can really have this positive influence, exuding confidence in this energy. So this could be you just letting your confident light shine. And this can be somebody around who you really want to work with or partner up with, or someone that can really kind of, you know, maybe light a fire under your butt, so to speak. All right. So they can be a really positive influence for you there. But they're an underlying influence, or it could be someone that's coming in and not quite here yet. Okay. Or someone you have to seek out in order to find them at the bottom of the deck. You got to look for it, right? But this can also be a little bit of a surprise coming in here for you. Now, we got a lot of fire. Okay. A lot of fire. And of course, we are in, for the majority of November, we are in Scorpio season. Scorpio season is water. What do we get when we have water and fire? We have alchemy for one. Magician, okay, magically making something happen for yourself or creating something that you want, manifesting things into your life. Really positive energy for the most part, and focused on your goals and your dreams, right? It's really good energy. But where there's also fire and water, there's also steam, right? So in that energy, the steam can create a little bit of a fog, a little bit of uncertainty. So you may find you need some clarity in the month ahead. Okay. And we do have the Hanged Man coming in here to help you with that. The Hanged Man comes in as a pause or a delay. All right. It could be you actively taking a step back. Okay. Or it could be delays, pauses that are beyond your control. But the Hanged Man does really help us in our energy, because this is where we go for enlightenment, for clarity. We take a step back, or we take advantage of a pause in the action, slow periods in our lives, right? We don't need to be on the go all the time. But we do take advantage of that, and we take that step back. And this is where we can see the big picture. This is where we can look at what's going on now, what has previously happened, and where we want to get to. And we can kind of put all those together. We can see things from a different perspective. And when we take that step back and look at things from a different perspective, this is quite often where we get answers, or we get that enlightenment that we're looking for, or we just gain some clarity and insight. So it is important sometimes to drop what you're doing, right? The Hanged Man can also be about surrender, sacrifice, letting go, getting in the flow, right? But we can drop what we're doing for the moment and take that step back. And this is where we usually find success when we do that. And it's because we've taken the time that we need to figure out what our next moves are, to assess the situation that we're currently in. So even though the Hanged Man feels like we're not doing anything, right? Because it can be those delays, right? And it can be that, oh my God, like there's nothing happening, what's going on? Because it can be where you're playing a waiting game for something, but it does serve us a higher purpose, and it does bring in some positive things. We let go of our baggage. We let go of responsibilities, of stress, of burdens, that kind of thing. So for some of you here, there is a sigh of relief coming in, right? Because we do have the 10 of Wands, and I mean, 10s are completion, very much so, like a final completion. They are the excess of the suit, and we want certain things in excess, right? Things like money and love. We don't want burdens with the Wands energy. So for some of you here, it's been a very stressful time. You may still have some stressful things that do come up in November, but with the Hanged Man right beside that 10 of Wands energy, this can be where you are taking a pause, you're taking a rest, and then you're powering through to get finished whatever it is that you need to get finished. You're putting one foot in front of the other, you're not giving up on anything, and you are achieving a goal there. The 10 of Wands can represent also that you are ready to take on more responsibility. You're ready to take something up to the next level. All right. And if you think about your job situation, right, the 10 of Wands, you're totally done where you are right now in your current position. And, now you could be like, I'm ready to step into a leadership role. King of Wands, right? I'm ready to take the lead. I'm ready to head up a project. I'm ready to manage a department, right? And so in the 10 of Wands, you have accumulated all of this experience, this knowledge, this wisdom, and now you are ready for that extra responsibility, and your hard work and effort and determination will really pay off. Now, as being in a managerial or leadership position necessarily all is cracked up to be every single day? Ooh, no, not necessarily. But it can also be very rewarding, right? And if that's what you've got your heart set on, you certainly have the potential to achieve that in the month of November, or at least get yourself headed in the right direction. But the 10 of Wands also is monkey on our back. It's a very stressful energy. We feel overburdened, overworked. We're tired like there's no tomorrow. We've got a 9 of Wands here as well. And so it may be that you run the risk, if you don't take a little bit of a break, Hanged Man, you run the risk of burnout in this energy. We don't want that to happen. We want you to move forward and get things done, but at a healthy level, a healthy pace. And of course, sometimes we can't just shed our responsibilities, right? That sometimes we just have to be in this energy. and there's not a lot we can do about it, right? So one foot in front of the other and you'll get things done. All right. But this can be a call for some of you to take a step back, to take a break, okay, to reassess, reevaluate your situation and drop some responsibilities, drop some burdens. Because quite often the 10 of Wands is where we really do need to reassess the situation and have a look in our lives and say, what responsibilities are mine and what can I delegate? Right? Delegation is the key to success. So even if you are, say, in a leadership role or this is what you want, this can be a foretelling of what's to come, right? If you're not careful and if you don't delegate some responsibilities, you will crash and burn and you will head to this burnout energy. We don't want you there, right? Temporarily is fine, but long term, not so much. So have a look at all areas of your life, your home, your career path, right? Your financial responsibilities, especially if you're partnered up with somebody already or if you're about to, right? Because everyone plays a role, everyone has their burdens to carry, and everyone needs to share in the responsibilities. So sometimes sometimes temporary situations do come up, right? Where someone's in a transition and we've got to kind of, carry a little extra. But again, it shouldn't be permanent in this energy. So you might need to really establish some very firm boundaries somewhere. The 10 of Wands can come up like in a workplace when you've got, a few people, say, working in your department or something, and, you inevitably have that person who just skates on by. They stay under the radar. They do just enough work not to call attention to themselves, but they're also not in the spotlight either. They're just very much under that radar. And you might be in a position where you have to pick up someone else's slack, and you could very much be done with that. So that hangman, you're letting it go. So you might just let someone fail in this energy. And it's not because you're mean or vindictive, but there's only so much that you can do. And you shouldn't keep on doing someone else's work. It does happen. It happens all the time, right? We all have that scenario somewhere and we need to nip it in the bud sometimes. So you might have a helpful person that can nip that in the bud. All right. But we do have the Queen of Cups that's coming in here, really heightening your intuition, but also bringing you in all this creative energy, but also really connecting with your emotions. How do you feel about where you are right now? How do you feel about your money situation? Do you feel like you need to make some changes? How do you feel about your workplace situation? Is it good? Is it bad? Can you fix it? Right? This is always the key important question, right? We all have bad moments in our workplaces, right? And it's like, I go to work to make money, right? It's really why I'm there. So if I love my job, great. That's a bonus, right? But, quite often we do take jobs that, have to put a roof over our head, right? So in that Queen of Cups energy, you might be in a situation where you may have an opportunity, a gift, if you will, a luxury to reassess your current career path. And am I happy where I am right now? Do I have everything that I need? Are my needs being met? Do I have balance in my life? Am I run ragged? Can I change that situation, or is it time to go? So you could really be working through some emotions with this energy and really thinking about what it is that you really truly value and what it is that you need to do to get yourself to where you want to be, right? And so sometimes we really do need to connect with our emotions to figure those things out, right? But with the Queen of Cups, it brings in a healing energy as well. So you may be in a situation here where you can repair some things, where you can get things back on track, right? You do need to stand up for yourself. We've got the 7 of Wands here, right? And the 7 of Wands shows you've got confidence. You are in a position of strength. And you have the ability to face and tackle any kind of issues head on. Okay. And you also may establish some very firm boundaries and really stand your ground in that energy. But the 7 of Wands also does show that you can rise above any kind of competition, any kind of challenges. It's your time to shine. So with the 6 of Wands here right beside that 7 of Wands, this is a perfect energy here to advocate for what it is you want, what it is you deserve. And don't sell yourself short. in this, because really in both of these energies, you're a little bit in the spotlight, right? And the Six of Wands, I mean, it's certainly a very much of a celebratory energy where I overcame my battles, I overcame my struggles, I got done what I needed to do, I've accomplished this, and this. And this is really letting yourself be seen. And the Six of Wands is right in the heart of your reading. So this can be you being in the spotlight, you being the chosen person. So selected for the job, selected to lead the team, selected out of a pool of candidates for something. If you're wanting to buy a house or something like that, here it's like, I won, yay. They accepted my bid, right? And you're fending off the competition there with the Seven of Wands. You're like, back off, Jack. All right. But you're winning the competition here in the Six of Wands energy. And then you're really got something to celebrate. And you're really, really kind of like that one that is, the winner, right? Essentially in this energy. The Six of Wands also does speak to your confidence as well. So be confident that you will be successful. And again, you're very much in the driver's seat. The Six of Wands can be one of moving forward, right? But you're definitely in the spotlight in this. So you could get some rewards, some recognition for things in your life. And this can actually open up new doors for you. We do have the Knight of Cups and the Queen of Cups as well. So the Knight of Cups can represent an invitation and offer a proposal, but it can also be you following your heart, creating the life that you want and doing something that's going to make you happy, but you may actually need to leave something behind to do that, right? And successfully leaving behind something challenging, but yet rewarding. Right. Remember, we can get some rewards out of the challenges that we face, right? Something to put on your resume, perhaps, right? So the Knight of Cups can certainly be here, you getting a wonderful offer, an invitation. It can be a romantic proposal, and this can possibly change your financial perspective. Yes, it can. Okay. But I can also see some job offers coming in here, but this not just any old job offers, one that really make your heart swell with happiness and joy here in this. So you could be finding the right company that has the right values that you're looking for, right? One where you can feel at home, where you can be free to express yourself, right? One that also pays you what you're worth in this energy, right? So whether you're finding these things this month or you're just opening those doors for yourself, right? It's a very wonderful, very positive energy. We are moving forward. We are standing our ground, or we are, advocating for ourselves in the most positive way. And you're getting yourself in the flow. Now, with that Hangman there could be some delays for some of this, for some of you. But again, there's a reason behind it, right? And that reason is yours and yours alone. We do have the Hierophant here, and the Hierophant is in the reverse, okay? And so the High Priest in this particular deck. So this may be where there's something you don't know. The Hierophant can be one of higher level learning, right? Wisdom that you've gained through experiences. This can also be a level of commitment here as well. And yes, it is known as the marriage card. It's Taurus energy. Now, Taurus energy is ruled by Venus. It has to do with your money, your resources. Okay, so there could be an element of rejection here, or there could be that, maybe you were waiting for something to happen, waiting for something to transpire in your life, and you may get, or you may have found what it is that you thought you had wanted, but now there might be, it's like, it's not what it seems. It's not really in alignment with what I want anymore. Maybe it was at some point. It doesn't allow me to any growth, right? And because this can be elevation, right? Climbing the stairs, okay, higher level with the High Priest, this can be where you either don't care about climbing the corporate ladder, so to speak, right? Because some of you don't. You just want to be a worker bee. You don't want that level of responsibility. You would prefer, instead of the 10 of Wands, right? Right? You would prefer the 6, right? And you're like, I want more balance in my life. I don't want to be overworked and overburdened. And you may have an opportunity to get yourself into that scenario. But there could be some sort of rejection, possibly with the High Priest here. You may, even though you're in a really good position, okay, And you are in a good position if you want to throw yourself out for competition. There could be some underlying fears here. What if I get rejected? What if I put myself out there and I don't get the job? One door closes, another one does open, right? And we need to remember that. Sometimes rejection is the universe's protection, right? And it can be that, maybe the thing that you wanted, that you had your eye on, that you were so confident that you were going to get, right? You might get rejected from it, but it came with high levels of stress. It came with energies of 9 of Wands where you have to keep your guard up all the time, right? And that might not be in alignment with what you're looking for, right? You have to protect yourself against people that are around you and nefarious underdoings and all of that kind of stuff. And that's not your jam, right? You might not be wanting that. So in that energy, you could possibly reject something, okay? Or you might not necessarily get what it is you're looking for, but another door would be set to open right after that. But I'm feeling here there's something that you don't know, and you might need to find some information. With this being Taurus energy, you could very much find the information or resources that you're looking for, but you may need to, dig deep for them. Keep an open mind, keep an open heart, right? Maybe ask some questions, right? And this is where you may find what it is that you're looking for. You might need to do a little bit of research, right? There's just something a little bit unknown, and that's where the Hangman does come in as well, right? But we do have the 9 of Wands here. So some of you are tired. You need a break. You need a vacation. The Queen of Cups sitting on the beach, right? The Knight of Cups, well, he's just like, frolicking in a meadow there, having a good old time. So some of you here, you may actually, be taking a step back with that Hangman energy, and you're like, I need a break. I need a vacation. I'm about to crack. And so you could actually be spending a little bit of money, and it'll be money well spent. All right, because anytime we can get a little bit of rejuvenation, a little bit of R&R, we feel fresh, we feel good, and we don't feel in this 9 of Wands energy anymore, right? Which is very tired, very battered and bruised, right? And so again, the 9 of Wands right beside that reversed Hierophant energy can be that maybe you're like not getting what it is that you're looking for, not finding what you're looking for, but you do have the ability here to turn things around, to find something new, focus on the task at hand. The Magician is here to help you create, to help you find the resources that you need right when you need them. Information, advice, inspiration, opportunities, whatever that looks like to you, right? The Magician can make it happen. So set some intentions, set some goals, and, know what it is that you want, and then go for it. The 6 of Wands, make those moves forward, and you will get to where you want to get to. You may run into a couple of bumps in the road here in this energy. So wherever you feel stuck, or if you feel unsure, or if you feel like you don't have all the information that it is that you need, remember that Hanged Man energy. Patience is very much a virtue, and it's also a learned skill, but it is incredibly helpful in that. So interesting energy, but I do like having the 6 of Wands right in the heart of your reading, right? Very much so. So I would expect some sort of recognition in the month ahead, or you're recognizing what you need to do. What you need to do to get your finances back on track, what you need to do to get your career to where you want to get it to, how to make more money, how to make your money work for you rather than you working so hard for your money. All right. And the magician doesn't waste any energy, right? The Magician's just like, yeah, I'm going to make it happen. Just says yes, right? Just stays focused, keeps the eye on the prize, right? And doesn't get sidetracked anywhere along the way. So be the Magician. We have number 11, individuality, coming in here. And so this is a 1. The Magician is a 1. Okay. So 111, new energy, fresh outlook, fresh perspective. This is of course red. Okay. A little bit fiery energy. So you do have a lot of fire coming in here, right? So a lot of firepower. But individuality, number 11. Are you in a situation where you feel you always have to have your guard up, 9 of Wands? Or are you looking to free yourself out of those kind of situations? The individuality energy reminds you that you are you. You have a lot of unique experiences, gifts, talents, and you bring those with you throughout your life experiences. And if you're in a position, if you're somewhere right now where you can't be authentic with yourself and you can't be true to who you are, then yeah, it might be time for a change. You do you in this energy. You are enough. You are unique. You are an individual. Nobody can replace you, even if they tell you they can. And let your light shine. We also have card 61, and this is self-love. Okay. Be nice to yourself. Be kind to yourself. Do the things that you love. Okay. Do something that gives you inspiration. You might need to invest in yourself when we're talking about your money, your career path. A form of self-love in these areas can be about spending some money on yourself so that you can elevate your status to a degree that you can increase your earning potential. So for example, if you want to get into a management position, right? King of Wands. You might need to take a computer course, and maybe it only costs you $100. Maybe you need to take a management course. Maybe it costs you $200, but that might be a small price to pay for the potential that this could, and the doors that this can open for you later on down the road. So show yourself a little bit of self-love by investing in yourself. All right. Some of you may also, by the way, you might be getting, again, rewards and recognition a little bit there. And if you do get a bonus or anything like that, you do get that little raise, do something nice for yourself, right? We want to circulate the money back to us, right? We want to put good vibes out there so that it comes back. And when we do spend money on ourselves and we do something nice for ourselves, we're putting money out there and it's making us feel really good. Even though we're spending it, right, it makes us feel good. And we have all these positive emotions to it so that money can flow back faster, right? Money is energy. And we want the feel-good energy to keep on flowing, to keep on moving back to us, right? There's a reason why coins are round. Coins are round because money circulates back. So I'm going to leave that there for you guys. I hope there was something here for you. If there was, please take a moment to like this video. I really appreciate that. It lets me know you resonate with the reading, but it also lets YouTube know to please show it to more people. I hope you guys have a wonderful month ahead. I thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.